Well, hello there, SPAC friends and family. It's Tuesday and it's 2:01. So that's a minute after 2 o'clock here on the West Coast. It's the last day of the year and the last SPAC chat of the year. We always go with a live broadcast every Tuesday. We talk about different topics. Sometimes we have featured speakers. Sometimes we talk about some of our older folks who have been in the industry for a while. Matt always jumps in with his Tech Tuesdays and the newest tech stuff. But today, it's the last day of the year. So Calvin and I thought that we would come along today. Hope you all got a hi Len. Len's watching. I sent a message out to Huva. I hope you have a cup of cheer. Calvin, do you have a cup of cheer?
You know, I'd have to get up to go get my cup of cheer because I haven't worked in about a week and I'm trying to get some work done on the last day of the year. Maybe I should go ahead and get it because it's going to be a lot easier to do the work with some cheer.
Go grab it really quick, Calvin. I have been sick since the 26th. So as much as I'd like to have something a little stronger in my tea, right now I'm just drinking tea in my Germany cup. And I will be probably adding a little whiskey to it closer to the evening because it'll help me sleep. I have not been feeling well. So if you've been trying to reach me or you've tried to email me, I'm sorry. I've been horribly sick. And you know what? I almost went a whole year, Calvin. I have not.
Without being sick. I know.
I know that. I had not been sick all year. I was getting ready to like do some boogity dance or something. And then bam, on the 26th, they're like, psych, Corey.
We got real lucky. We did not get in. No major person in the office got sick, had to take days off, unscheduled days off. We were very lucky this entire winter season. We're not through it, but for the most part, we are. It's wonderful.
So, Calvin, you grab your drink. I'm going to go ahead and get us started and tell everybody what we're going to be talking about today.
Okay.
So we don't have a featured speaker. Obviously, today it is all about what is coming up in shortly 20 some odd days away from now. And that's SPAC 2025. We have a lot of attendees who don't always check emails. A lot of people have not downloaded the Huva app, which if I tell you there's only one thing for you to do today is to download the Huva app and log in with the email you used in registration. Don't log in on your phone when you're on your Gmail, bippity photographer at gmail.com, and then expect it to work. No, it's the one that you used when you registered. That is the first thing, because after today, probably after this week, every single important announcement will be going through the Huva app. You'll either get a text message or a pop-up notification. This is the best way for us to communicate with you and the fastest way for us to communicate with you. So yes, important announcements about the photo contest, door prizes, special giveaways that you want to take action. If we have any changes in the schedule, everything is going to be in the app. So my first one thing I need you all to do is log into the app, okay? Get comfortable. Turn off the notifications if you don't want to ding every single time Len says hello to somebody. But make sure you get familiar with the app. The other thing I want to let everybody know about Huva is you have the ability to go into the agenda. Yes, it's on the app. The agenda is there. And mark any sessions you want to make sure you go to. First of all, this lets the speaker know that you're interested in this session. Secondly, if the speaker has put up a poll to really narrow down his topic and what he's going to be delivering to you, he's been already speaking with other people, other attendees, and he's going to drive his session to what his attendees need. So there's a lot of polls on there. Participate in those polls. Also, that is where you're going to be finding all the fun as well. Yes, you do get leaderboard contests. We have a lot of fun things going on there. The trade show is already in the app. You can actually go visit virtual booths and see what vendors are offering what show specials. Set up a time to meet with them so that you make sure that you get your time to enrich your business with those vendors. So that's my first thing. Okay, Calvin, have you gotten on the app much lately?
I was about to say, hey, look, folks, if I can log into Hoover and navigate through the channels of Hoover, everybody can do it. No, seriously, Hoover has been a godsend to us. I think this is our third year using it. And they have been an unbelievable partner to us as an industry, as an organization serving the industry, in that they've been able to adapt and modify their programs to fit some very specific things that we've desired. And they've done it graciously. The same kind of way our schools expect us to navigate and to facilitate what they need to have a successful program. This company does the same. And this, it is a plug for Hoover for anybody that's outside of the industry that might be in the industry that has not used them for their conferences. But it's a phenomenal program. Get on it. You'll be able to talk to people, share information, ask questions.
Who joined us? Hey, Matt.
Oh my goodness. Hello, sir. Yeah, okay. What's that? Safety, huh? We got a safety. But yeah, seriously, get on Hoover. As Corey suggested, it's going to be the way that we're going to communicate everything to you.
Okay.
Hey, Matt, how are you?
Oh, if I was doing any better, Calvin, it might be illegal.
How's the weather out there, man?
It's a little bit chilly, but I came down with I went out to Vegas for a game and got sick after that, but I'm starting to finally feel better. So I've been kind of held up in the house for a week.
Did your team win the game?
What was that? I was there at the Raiders Jaguars game, the most important game in the NFL. It was amazing, but it was fun. I got to spend some time with friends. But
excellent.
I'm excited to be here though to talk about all the SPAC things.
Yeah, man.
I've got a list here, so I'm going to start off, and I'll nod at you when it's your turn. Calvin, when did you get to your bevy? Do you have a bevy, Mike? Matt, do you have a bevy?
Well, let me grab one.
Okay, go grab a bevy. Gotta have a bevy, even if it's coffee, tea.
I decided to go ahead and break the code. I went ahead and got lemonade and vodka.
Okay,
So, it is what it is. Yes, California, we're on the West Coast at 2:09 p.m. So, hello.
Okay, so let's start. Okay, so the first thing that is important for me to share with everybody is our hotel block officially ends on January 3rd. However, we've already sold out of the hotel for Wednesday and Thursday night. So there are no rooms at the inn at South Point on Wednesday and Thursday night. There are still a few rooms available for Friday and Saturday night in our room block. However, that being said, I have started my conversations with Grandview to get the overflow rooms. I will not know anything or a code to share with you to get the Grandview rooms until January 7th. So you need to be patient. However, I have seen in the Hoover app 2 separate postings of people looking for roommates. I also saw a posting for someone in the Facebook group looking for a roommate. So again, if you were in the Hoover app, you might see those little postings. So join the app, look for a roommate if that helps you out. And as soon as I have the Grandview discount code and room block, I will obviously send it out via announcement, guess how I'm going to send it to them.
Hoover.
Thank you. Okay.
And next year, book sooner.
Hello.
Yeah, really. We say it every year, don't we?
We sold out. We've been sold. We reserve a certain number of rooms because we have to guarantee payment for those rooms if they don't get occupied, or we have to release them. If we release them, we won't have to pay for rooms that are not booked. Guess what, folks? Year after year, we have increased the number of rooms that we've reserved, and the attendance has gone up and used more than the rooms that we actually reserved. So we don't lose anything, and it works out extremely well. But Matthew, you're 100% right. If they would book earlier in the future, the result is that we can actually increase the number of rooms we're asking for. You see, once we get this close to it, we can't ask for an increase in rooms. They have to say, hey, you can go next door to their other property, which is called the Grandview.
Which is not bad, too. It's not bad. It's not far. So if you have to stay at Grandview, I've had to do it before. It's not a big deal.
Next door. Yes. Yep. And some people like it because it's like it's basically South Point's vacation club kind timeshare property. So every unit is its own apartment. And it's right a breezeway walk across from the South Point. You won't, if you takes longer than 4 minutes, you stop to smell the roses, but that's good. Okay. Anyways, moving on. The next thing is our conference registration price. So our price goes up on January 2nd. And this year we used to have a different price break before the on-site price, but folks, we're 3 weeks away. So there is no different pricing. It is going up to the on-site price. Okay. So if you are sitting there at home and still debating, you might as well register today before that price goes up. Now, the pre-conference classes, those prices do not go up. Those are staying the same, and they're limited in space. So please look at how many tickets are still available. We can possibly add a few more of those tickets if it's necessary. If you run into them being sold out and you really want in, you need to send an email to spacgalassistant@gmail.com, and we will contact you and get you in the right pre-conference class. Okay. Now, again, pre-conference is a long day. It's a big class. There is a lunch break. We do not provide you lunch. However, you do have a break in there. It is a big, intensive class. So make sure you're well rested and ready for a day of education early on Wednesday. Now, as we talk about Wednesday, I shouldn't have talked about that too much, but I'm going to come back to that. Let's talk about Tuesday. Tuesday, we have some phenomenal activities planned. So let me go ahead and share my little screen because I have a couple images. It takes a minute. There it comes. Now, what window am I going to pick? I want to pick one of these. I want to pick that one. I want to pick this one. I want to pick this one.
Okay, pick it.
It's not letting me pick it.
We're not messing with you. No.
I don't know why it's not working.
Present. Select.
I know. I got to present.
I know.
No. Okay. Well, let's see. I think my computer's having a moment. So, Calvin, I'm going to have you quickly talk about the Valley of Fire because I've gotten a lot of
this year
is it so far for me to walk? Am I going to hike to have to hear the speaker?
No.
So please let them know the area that we've designated, and if you could do that, I'll get the images going.
Valley of Fire is absolutely gorgeous. It's a phenomenal location. I saw it when I was a young boy as a Boy Scout, and we went out this summer and actually looked at it and to make sure to put things in place to see if this was going to be a viable opportunity for people to have an experience prior to the conference. It'll be both not only a nature visit experience within the structure of a Las Vegas casino environment, but it's also going to be an opportunity to take pictures. We'll have models there that have special garments have been acquired for them to be photographed in the Valley of Fire, the Red Rock areas. And you can't walk there from the hotel. You don't want to Uber from the hotel. It is a 30-minute or 40-minute ride, I believe, wasn't it, Corey? So it is a distance away. That being said, we've accommodated that by providing buses and a variety of other buses and a lunch meal and that sort of thing as a part of the excursion. And I'm not sure what the cost of that excursion was, but it was bare bones. If you want to get outside,
$99.
Okay,
and it's $99, Calvin. I'm having a problem with those images, but anyways, it's $99. It includes the charter bus. It includes a box lunch and some water. It includes listening to the speaker for about 30 minutes. It includes letting you take some of the models and pose them in various spots for your own portfolio if you want to. It includes it all. And there's enough time if you do want to strap on some hiking boots and do a short trail that you'll be able to do that. We have a beautiful area set up with picnic tables in the part of where the bus is going to be parked and a restroom right as nearby. So we really have tried to think about everybody. But Our deadline is closing on this. We have to get permits and tickets and all these things. And our deadline is pretty much, well, today. But anyways, they're going to give me a couple days with the holiday. So if you still have not bought a ticket for the Valley of Fire and you want to go, again, the website, we can't reopen the tickets without losing all of our numbers. You want to email Kaylee at spacassistant@gmail.com. Tell her you're in, you want to go to the Valley of Fire, and she will contact you and we'll get you all set up with that. Now, the second excursion that we have.
Before you do that, Cora, let's make sure. Hiking boots are not a necessity. Let's face it, we're traveling, we try to travel light and that sort of thing. Yeah, bring some extra socks because you might want to change socks afterwards because it is sandy in certain areas as a result of the lava being broken down. But hiking boots are not something that's necessary because you get off the bus, you're literally a 1 minute walk to the area that's going to be used for the photo demonstration. So don't bring your hiking boots unless you plan to wear them.
Calvin's dad did it, 94 years old. He walked out there. He did it. It's a very easy walk. It's not far.
He's not a normal 94 though.
No, he's not.
What are you saying about my old man, huh?
He's not a normal 94.
Matthew the Body, we're having a little thing. He has this idea that he should do maintenance on some properties. And we had a solar system that has a bad panel that he discovered. I asked him, how did he discover it? He says, well, I went to the roof. And I'm like, Dad, you're climbing the ladder going on the roof? Yeah. Dad, I'm not real comfortable with that. He said, okay. And I said, I don't think you need to be doing that. We can get somebody. He says, no, we're not going to get anybody. I said, well, I guess you really don't give concern or consideration to my concerns. He says, oh, no, I give consideration to your concerns. Let me ask you this, Calvin. Would you like me to simply lie to you? The message was, I'm going to do what the hell I want to do. I'm 94 years old. I'm not. I just shut up and listen.
We love Papa. We love Papa.
Corey, can you believe I shut up and listen? Stop. Don't you answer that.
But bringing it back, this Valley of the Fire thing, I think it's a unique experience that we've never had before for people that want to still, like sometimes when I go to a convention, there's different conventions I go to, and when I get to actually get out and shoot and bring a camera, and it like also the sitting on the bus and who you're going to sit by on the bus and the conversation you have on the bus and learning, asking how people are taking pictures out there. And then like for me, it's also that moment when I get back and I download my images and then it like brings me back to that, what did I learn? And it lets me re-enjoy that moment. And I think this is a really cool thing. I'm excited that SPAC's offering this, that we're able to do it for people for the first time. I think it's a neat process.
Yeah. I'm on the same page as you.
Yeah. Now, if you don't want to go to Valley of Fire, the other option is a golf experience. Now, I know we've had a golf tournament, and golf tournaments have been very successful, but the feedback on that was you're always still golfing with the same 4 people until you finally get to the dinner at the end. And by that time, most people have consumed quite a bit of alcohol that they're ready to go back to the hotel and take a nap. So this year we're like, how can we make it more interactive and more, I'm not going to say gender friendly because there are a lot of women who golf, but allows another option of fun on a Tuesday. So we have gone and we have bought out Atomic Golf, which has been only open for 3 months. It's a brand new facility in Vegas next to the Strat. Again, we will have transportation there and back. Once you get there, there are 8 shooting bays. It's kind of like Top Golf if you've ever done that. 1 shooting bay will be designated as the longest drive competition because we want to keep that trophy going. And then all the other shooting bays, you can play games like 21. And let me tell you, Calvin says he doesn't golf, but man, that guy can drill a ball so far. Food, beverages are included. So it's a lot of fun. Again, it's a great atmosphere. There's also downstairs at the Tiger Woods putting area. There's an area down there to do some putting games. it's just a really cool place to check out. And that also, we need those reservations in. If you have not signed up for it and you want to be included, email spacgalassistant@gmail.com and Kaylee will add you to the list.
Hey, and Corey, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm putting it out here in this public forum, but I'm going to ask the question. Don't we have some sponsors that are helping to sponsor bays that are buying into and sponsoring bays? And do we have any more of those left? Because there might be some sponsors that would like to pick up those other bays.
We are finalizing it this week, and all the announcements of who is going to be sponsoring what bay will be announced on the 7th. So if you are a exhibitor and you're looking for a way to engage and you want to come and have fun at either one of these exhibit excursions, you need to contact me ASAP so I can make sure I get you on that marketing information as well. Okay. And now let's go into Wednesday. We were talking about pre-conference, but I want to share with you guys something. Calvin, I'm trying to present this image. Let me see if I can do it this way. Make it a slide from my computer. Hold on. I'm going to upload a file and see if it works that way.
We got Tim McCain in the comments, just so you know, saying you guys always do a ton. Thanks, SPAC. I'm pumped to be a part of this organization. I don't think we'd be this organization without you, Tim.
There you go.
We're grateful for you.
He's important to this industry.
So amazing. Okay, hold on one second. I'm looking for the workflow walk.
Oh, and by the way, they have really jumped in this year, feet first. You know, they consolidated, but through the acquisition of companies, Photo Merchant, Skylab, et cetera, the other ones. And they are now what we are calling a diamond sponsor. They are the largest sponsor for our industry. So we have to give them a lot of love and respect for coming to the table and saying, we want to do this and we want to increase our engagement with this organization through this new collaboration that they have. So thank you very much to the Captura team for seeing the value that we bring to the industry.
Okay, so let me see how I can get this dang image up. Hey, Calvin, what if I send it to you? Will you send it?
You can do that. Send it to me.
You know, don't you have it? It's the Workflow Wednesday walkthrough.
You know I don't look up stuff quick. You got it in front of you. Send it to me.
Well, I have it on my computer, but I'm trying to get this to you. I can't. It's closed. Anyways, I hope
I said the name right.
Let me move on. Okay. So we have, for the last 8 years, been getting requests in our end of conference survey every year for last year. And they say, Corey, I really, really, really just want to see a side-by-side comparison of, and it's always capture system, cameras, lighting. Those are pretty much the 3 things that they want to see, a side-by-side comparison. And they just don't want to see it. They want to play with it. They want to walk up to the camera and look through it. They want to, I don't know, I'm not a photographer, scan barcode or whatever you guys do to get the data, whoever's the kid. Yeah. So they want to play with it and use it to see what works, because we always say there is no one way to do it. It's what works best for you. So this year, it's included in your registration, folks. There's no additional charges for this. It is Wednesday workflow walkthrough. It is in the grand ballroom. It opens at 11:30 to 2:30. It is an open air format. You will walk in. We will have we're calling them pods. The pods are being set up by the capture system, and then married with every pod is a camera, a different backdrop. Denny, click backdrops, Background Town are providing some of those. Lighting, Westcott is bringing a few of the most popular systems that they offer. Level Up is there with their lighting. The capture systems, all the way from Candid Color, all the way through Got Photo and Photo Day, and all the ones you guys already know, or maybe don't know. More Photos is included in that too. So that you guys have an opportunity to walk in and really do a side-by-side comparison. Yourself, be the student, scan your thing, get your photo taken, because yes, we take yearbook photos every year. So The yearbook photos in the Got Photo booth will be the yearbook photos that'll be in next year's guidebook. You get your experience, but then you could have maybe one of your coworkers that's with you. You could see how the workflow worked on the opposite side as a photographer. Am I relating how that would work, Matt, you think?
Yeah, I think it's like you go in and you hear a class and you hear Eric Miller talk about how we use the capture, and you go and you hear all these speakers talk about their different capture softwares, and you're like, I want to see it, I want to touch it, I want to do the thing, I want to kick I don't want to just hear about it. Once I hear about it, I actually want to go see it in action. This is a great opportunity for you to actually use, try, kick the proverbial tires on it. It's a really cool option.
It is. Again, no additional charge. You just need to be there. Okay. Yeah. No, it does close at 2:30, and that's the reason is we got to get the room reset up, because if you are a first-time attendee, you're going to be getting an invitation through Hoover. Yeah. These guys need to be better trained. Anyway,
I thought it was together. I was waiting to say together.
If you're a first-time attendee, we do have a meet and greet for first-time attendees before we allow everybody else into the room for the kickoff party. It's simply because we do not want you to feel swallowed up. We want you to make a friend. We want you to meet our engaged team, which is the best, rowdiest, funnest group of people in SPAC you'll ever meet. And we'll play a fun game, give away some little door prizes. It's really a great way of making sure that our newest members to our community feel welcomed and supported, and at least have a friend to carry on with. Okay, now when you check in, you're going to get a swag bag. Everybody asks me, hey, Corey, is there a way that I can get a printed schedule? I don't want a printed schedule. Well, guess what, folks? Every year we give you a printed guide. Oh, you can't see it because of my green screen. We give you a printed guide. It's actually printed, folks. So you're going to have one in your swag bag. You're also going to have a bottle, an empty water bottle. And the reason is because in the back of every single speaker room, let me say this one more time, because this is like the most popular question I get. In the back of every single speaker room is a water gallon thing you can fill your water bottles with. So that's where you get water. You're also going to have a notebook in there and a pen.
Hey, also, folks, I want to emphasize something, and that is the workload that we're carrying right now, along with our regular work, board members, and especially Corey and her team. If it is all possible, minimize the questions. For instance, the question regarding, do you have a printed program? Copy the program and print it yourself. Make your own PDF. You're creative photographers. You are bright and brilliant people. Let's go ahead and minimize the number of contacts unless it's absolutely necessary. So copy the program, print it yourself. You'll have a printed program.
Yeah, or wait till you get there and we'll give it to you in a bag. In the bag also is included some amazing swag. Like we have our exhibitors that donate to our swag bag are top notch. Like I don't want to give away a good one. I'll give away a sort of good one. Oh, I'll give away a good one. What about an insulated lunch bag? Or like things you actually will use. Hand sanitizer, breath mints. Yes, chapstick. It's Vegas. Your lips are going to get dry. Everything is in that swag bag. Now, Len just asked that question. When do you need help? There is a bag stuffing meetup in the Hoover app. And at that point, you just let us know you're available. You'll get in a message immediately from Kaylee telling you where and when to be to stuff bags. Don't worry. I will actually feed you pizza that day, so you're not going to starve. But the more hands we have, the lighter the workload. And we have a lot of fun. We really do. We crank up the tunes in the back reg room. And we have a lot of fun getting ready and looking at all the great swag. So we appreciate everybody who comes and helps.
Yeah, and let Nancy know we're going to try to get a car just for her.
Nancy, a car?
Nancy,
new car. Nancy
wants to know if there's a new car on the swag bag.
How about a Hot Wheels? That might work. Okay. Anyway, so you swag bags covered. Number 5 is meals. Another question, another hot topic on the Hoova app, meals. In the Hoova app, on your main board is a block called menus. Check it out. I've identified gluten-free, vegetarian, dairy-free. We've picked foods in all categories for all of the meals, so you should have some options. The menus are posted. The only thing and the most important thing to me to say today is the dinner, the 70th anniversary dinner that we're having on Thursday night is part of the attendee ticket price. It is not part of our exhibitor or our vendor badges. So our vendors, we will be following up this week with the amount of tickets that you guys wanted to purchase for your dinner tickets. If you have not let us know, please let me know immediately so we can see if we have room. Our first priority is our attendees. We'll be maxed out in that room at 1,200 people. So I need to make sure I get this all done. If you as an attendee are going to plan on going to the dinner, I need for you to RSVP. Those steps are already in the Hoova app. There's also a survey that we need you to fill out regarding food allergies because we are doing an amazing meal. Should we tell them what we picked?
It's such an extensive list. We got $500,000 worth of food being served. I know that much.
Okay,
let's count the numbers.
For this dinner, you're going to get a filet as well as macadamia encrusted mahi on the same plate, 2 proteins. It's going to be an event, so we need RSVPs because we actually pay per plate for that dinner, and I hate to waste food. Okay.
We pay in advance.
Exactly. We pay all our bills in advance.
It's not like a restaurant. They don't bring you the bill after.
No. Okay. The other thing
Corey, before you jump out, let me throw one more in, and that is the GPS risers with Andy Gould.
That's what I'm going next.
Oh, I hadn't seen your list. Okay, but just so folks know, GPS risers have been a strong supporter for years. Anything we've ever asked of them with Andy, he's brought it to the table. This year, he's bringing risers so that we can do a photograph that's never been done for our organization. And I don't think it's ever been done for the industry, quite frankly. There will be risers to hold 1,000 school photographers. That's what we'll have. He's bringing risers in, which is obviously stacks of risers. And we're going to have a complete a panoramic picture taken on risers. Then Fuji stepped up and said, you know what? We'll print those pictures for people to take home. So it's one of those things where you're going to get a printed panoramic. We're going to take the panoramic picture using the GPS risers, and Andy and his team are going to take the picture, and then they're going to turn that edited image over with titling and that sort of thing, and get Fuji to produce those images right on site. So we're going to get a demo of the risers. We're getting a demo of the big wide format camera they'll be using. We're going to get a demo of the Fuji printing technology that they're using. That unto itself has a huge value because there is a market for doing large groups, folks. It might be schools, it might be police departments, it might be anything. You just have to check it out.
Yes, and just so you know, our timing on this is really tight. We have to get 1,000 of you on risers and this photo taken in time so that we can move on to the rest of our day without a lot of. So when we come to that time, folks, please follow my staff leads on where to go. When you get to the staging area, we ask that you refrain from having conversations so that you can hear the people who are on the megaphones giving directions. We're going to try to categorize you by height. Hopefully you all know all of this because you're photographers, but I want to mention it just in case. Fuji will be printing every single panorama in their booth. That's how you pick it up. It's not going to be mailed to you. You pick it up in the Fuji booth. We'll have the little tube so you can take it home. It's not something we're ever going to probably do again, but it's something that we want to do a kickback to what they used to do back in the day when there was 25 guys sitting in the picture.
Absolutely. You know what? Right? Also, you know, Sunny Chang has been somebody that's always worked with us with Buffalo Imaging. And this year, they've offered to provide a photo booth and a print during the actual dinner function. So that banquet, that anniversary banquet for a 70-year-old organization, we're trying to add some elements that we've never done before. That's why I'm saying, hey, do as much of your own printing of your schedules and that sort of thing to reduce those phone calls, because there's a lot of moving pieces. And thankfully, we have such good, wonderful sponsors that they're stepping up and providing the services so that we can have both a demo of their product and have souvenirs that we can take with us.
Okay, my next thing is so exciting, and I'm mad Matt turn this one over to Matt here. I hope you all saw the announcement of who our keynote speaker is. I know you might not know who Rory Kramer is if you don't follow some of the stuff he does on Instagram. But let me tell you, I've shared a lot of videos over the last few days. We will be having Rory Kramer come and talk at SPAC, and his talk is about.
So Rory's a videographer I've been following for years on YouTube, and he had a TV show on MTV where he kind of pushes this dare to live your dreams, and it's never too late to chase what you're trying to pursue and go after things that you may think you have aged out of, but it's just not true. So he talks about getting into his career where he gets to go photograph Justin Bieber, works with a ton of celebrities, does really, really cool video concert work. It's a completely different genre from what we're doing, but he also uses photography, nature photography specifically, as part of his journey in self-healing through some trauma he's had. And he's just a guy whose art I really, really dig. And I think that we as photographers oftentimes, especially in this industry, we're focused on, we're going to go in and photograph 10,000 kids and we got to process our images in this many days. What I like about Rory's work is he's really a guy who's going to show us the art that we can create with our cameras and enjoy it from a different angle than I think we often get to look at as volume photographers. So I'm super jacked. Jacked.
I am too. It was so wonderful to find someone who is a photographer, but in a different genre, but still is inspired in the same way that many of you. And that is the whole goal when we look for a keynote speaker. You guys are going to get a ton of education. You guys are going to get a ton of information on business and tech and all that other stuff. Sometimes I need something that fills your soul tank, gets you ready for the next year, inspires you. I love how he says, fear ends. Where's that? What does he always say that one? Start when fear ends. Oh, he's got a great one about
dreams.
Fear.
Oh, I'll get it. Give me 2 seconds.
Yes. And it was just, it's inspiring. So again, he is going to be on Thursday. He is in the grand ballroom. He is our keynote speaker. No other education classes are going on it. And then afterwards is lunch. So please make sure you check out some of his stuff. He's really
Dreams
cool.
Die when you wake up.
Dreams die when you wake up.
Yeah.
There we go. Fantastic. Okay. So I'm going to move on to next on my list is some of the giveaways that we've got going on at SPAC. So, of course, we have these amazing door prizes at the end of SPAC, and you've got to be there to pick them up because I'm not shipping them to you. We give away laptops and iPads and Fitbits. And what is some of the other? One year we gave away a drone.
Yeah, my employee won the drone and wasn't there. And he lost out on it. Grand prize this year is Fuji Camera is donating a camera and lens kit for a grand prize. So that's a grand prize. Another really exciting one is Beresford is donating an ID printer again. And the gimmick on that one is, first of all, you have to register by January 2nd. First thing, check. Second thing is when the trade show opens, you need to go to his booth and have him scan your badge to validate your entry. And then one of those people will be randomly drawn to win the ID printer with a ribbon and everything.
When is that going to take place? When does that drawing take place?
At the closing ceremony when we give away the big gore prizes and everything else.
All right. So so it's important to be at that closing ceremony.
Oh, Well, heck yeah, because we have a lot of business we talk about there too.
Yeah.
And everyone always asks, what's King and Queen of the Hill, which is right before. No one ever, they're wondering, like, who is that? I'm not a king, maybe I don't need to go. Or I'm not a queen, I don't need to go. It is the most interactive, fun, rack-inspired event ever that will leave you laughing, clapping, cheersing, and perhaps with even some money in your pocket. It's a fun event. And I remember one year walking in the back of the room to see how it was going. And this is one guy, don't even know who he was, but he was bent over writing down every single idea everybody was pitching. It's a great place to get inspired and have some fun.
But you gave it, you said Rack, I want to make sure people know that's Michael Rack, who's a board member, and TJ Rack, who was the CEO of Skylab. He still is, I believe, with Skylab organization. It's a part of the Captura team. They brought this concept and idea to us a number of years ago. We did it the first year, and man, it was a huge hit. And we've extended the time and done some other things to even build it up even more. So it's well worth fitting that one into your schedule as well. You guys got a problem. I'll tell you straight up, you got a problem. There is so much good here that you're going to miss some of it. It's just the way it works. Bring two people so that at least you can have somebody tell you how good it was if you had to go to a different session. So that's all I want to make sure Michael and TJ get called out.
I'm going to give Amanda a little cred. Amanda's back in the mix. They even have an audience meter to really check the audience level of applause. So it's really been hyped up. Last year, you had to take the hockey puck and shoot the hockey puck into the box. Remember the hockey puck? It's a really fun, interactive session. Again, it's a great way for us to close out SPAC. We end with the door prizes. And then after all this, on Friday night and Saturday night, or Friday night, we have hospitality parties. I forgot to even mention at the end of trade show. So let me back up to trade show. Back up just a little bit. Friday trade show opens. The meals are served once trade show is open. The meals are served inside the trade show. That is why, folks, we do not have a trade show only pass, because I don't want to stand at the front of the lunch line and be like, no soup for you, right? I don't want to be that girl. So that's why it's a one ticket for SPAC, covers it all. It makes it easy. I don't have to be mean. And everybody's happy because they're all treated equally and fairly. So after trade show ends on Friday night, we've got some hospitality parties, which are up in the luxury suites. We have 3 vendors who are putting on hospitality parties. They always theme it up pretty good. They have their own food and drink up there and some games and giveaways and competitions. And it's a blast. So there's a lot of things to do. Again, you won't have to touch your wallet. So it's a lot of fun. Okay, I'm looking at my list. I got hospitality, got the printer, got the trade show. Oh, sideshow. So everyone says, Corey, what's a sideshow? Have you noticed in our SPAC education, we really limit our speakers on how much selling time they can sell from the platform. You didn't spend the money you spent to come to SPAC to listen to an infomercial. So we want education to be education. Yes, they can mention what products they use and what services they use because they're talking about their business. But we don't want it to be all about those companies or those products. So we offer our exhibitors an option of renting out a sideshow room that has it's a room, fits about 100 people. It has a projector. It's quieter. It's not on the trade show floor. They can do full sales demos. They can do a demonstration. They can do some of them are doing a user group meeting for just some of their customers to launch some new products or get feedback on new ideas. And then the second hour, they're opening it to the public for anyone to come in and see what they're doing. That schedule is also included in the Whova app during the trade show times. So you can find out information and what they're talking about in there as well. Those are Friday and Saturday as well. Okay. I think I've covered everything possible. Did I miss anything, Matt?
I think you did a great job.
Okay. So just for everybody and the peanuts in the back, all further announcements. Oh no, I do have something. All further announcements like the photo contest. Do you want to know where the photo contest and what categories they are? I do have that one up. Hold on. Okay, Google, cancel. Sorry, someone was calling me. SPAC USA, share. Let me know when you guys see it.
Coming up.
Okay, so you're on. Are we there now?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so after you roll down past our cute little banner, you click this little link here. That's first of all how you can register. And if you keep going down further, folks, it's going to tell you our general schedule. And then down below here is the discounted link, a room again. And here is all the information on the photo contest. These are all the categories that we have. And it will be announced. It's one photo per category per company. Got that? One photo per category per company. And we will have all the ways you can submit your photos securely this year, because we've gone ahead and done some secure folders so that no one can peek at anybody else's photos. And that will be announced in the Whova app on January 10th. Okay? So that is where that is going. That's why you got to get on the Whova app. Otherwise, you'll miss all of these things. So yes. And then the other thing is one-on-one coaching signups is the same day. That link will be added under announcements in the Whova app. And that's where you sign up for a one-on-one coaching opportunity. What does that mean? You tell us, A, is there someone specific you want to be coached by? Or B, a topic or a subject that you want to be coached on. And therefore, after that, we will go ahead and link you up what we feel might be the best coach for you. If you've done coaching sessions in the past and you want a repeat coaching session with a previous coach, please put that in the Google form as well. I know Michael Rack has been meeting with the same gentleman for the last 5 years. 5 years ago, Michael Rack helped him write a business plan. Second year, Michael Rack helped him learn how to prospect what schools he wanted for his business. Every year, he and Michael Rack get together and they talk about the next level of coaching he wants. We have amazing people in our community. That's what I love about SPAC. We are truly nonprofit. Everybody here gives from the heart. Their knowledge, their ideas, their failures, their successes. Like everybody's got some. And that's what we want to develop here at SPAC, is we always want to be a community of supporting each other. So again, the best way to sign up for that is in the Whova app. So I guess in a summation, I would say, get on the Whova app.
Get on the Whova.
Woo! I think we did it.
Huh?
Is there any questions from anybody? I see a lot of like, hey, Happy New Year. Mitzi, hi, Mitzi. She's Denny. Hi. Our background girl. There's Doris. Hi, Doris. I'm just being like Marianne. Remember Romper Room? Or you guys are too, well.
Yes, we remember. I remember Captain Kangaroo.
So do I. So do I. Okay, is there any questions? Any questions?
None have come through the system. I think people are thrilled and excited to see where we're going. As the orgs, the coach Calvin Sr. and Paul Schultz. Yeah, those are the OGs. The original what group? I don't know. OGS. You know, the OGs. Folks should know what that means. They are the old timers. You got a 94, and I think Paul is in his late 80s. So we got some strong longevity there, shall we call it?
Yes. Yep. The OPPs, original portrait photographers.
Yes. OPP.
How cold? Okay, I got a question here. How cold is the hotel?
Warmer than the hotel in Canada.
I would say bring a sweatshirt. Just bring a sweatshirt. You'll be fine.
Right. Or not
like a light sweater. Right. Yeah, light sweater.
A long sleeve shirt. If you don't want to wear a sweater, if you have a long sleeve, nice, thick shirt, that would work.
Grab a flask.
If you want really comfortable. That's right. Put them in that water bottle. And Lynn wants to know, can we make the calendar accelerate?
No.
Lynn
No,
doesn't
Len.
understand. Lynn,
No.
it ain't going to happen. We need every day that we can get out of here. It's the way it is. All right. So, Corey, we got anything else for these good folks? Are we going to let them go off and sign off for the new year?
I think we should.
2025 is here, folks. We certainly hope that you've enjoyed engaging with us here on this SPAC chat. Corey, do we have some premium or sponsor SPAC chats coming so that we can give people a heads up and perhaps a little bit of an idea of what some of those vendors will be sharing at the conference? Of course, they're not going to spill the beans because they want you coming to see them at the conference, but they're going to give us a little bit of a nugget to tease us to make us come.
We do have some sponsors lined up in the next couple Tuesdays that will be sharing what their maybe show specials or what things that they're going to be doing at SPAC. Like I said, a lot of them do sideshow demo presentations and host different parties and different events. So they'll be able to share what they're doing. But yes, you'll be having that. And folks, I hate to tell you, but you know how close we are?
Yeah.
Do you know?
How many days? 20 days? 21 days?
We're 3 weeks with 3 Tuesdays away.
Yeah, 3 Tuesdays.
You know, I count everything in Tuesdays, don't I?
Hey, Tim McCain with Captura is saying they're the ones that are scheduled to be on next week. So you're going to hear about that consolidation and what they're bringing to the table next week. That's fantastic. Fantastic. All right, okay, Corey, let's sign it off.
You get to start the new year a couple hours before Calvin and I.
Well, I think I got mine started already. It's a shame, but it's 5 o'clock.
I'm laying low this year. But I do wish all of you a wonderful new year. I can't wait to see you guys in real life. I'm gonna be done with the sickness stuff, so I'll be able to hug and squeeze everybody. I can't wait. And this is like my favorite time of the year because it's when all my friends from all around the country are in one room. So I absolutely love it.
Absolutely.
And let me just say, you want to be in the room where it happens.
There it is. All right, folks. Thank you for joining us for this edition of SPAC Chat Tuesday. Remember, next Tuesday we'll be on at 2 o'clock Pacific time. The guest that we're going to be speaking with will be the representatives from the Captura Group. Tim McCain has been active in our forum today and sharing some information, but Captura is going to be able to share with us what their vision is of the future and what kind of products they'll be presenting and sharing with people at the SPAC conference. Thank you to all of our SPAC sponsors. Thank you, Corey. We cannot say enough. I speak on behalf of the board without the authorization of the board. But Matt, you're here, right? So you'll back me on this. Corey, we could not do what we've done without you over the past 10 years. And I absolutely have to give you that credit because you earned it every single day. Thank you very much. So, folks,
I do it because I love you all. I do it because I love you all.
Clearly. Thank you, folks, for engaging with us. Thank you for listening to us. We hope that this little session for your New Year's Eve was good to you. Have a wonderful evening and a great start to the new year. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.